Alright, good morning everybody. This is a live severe weather briefing. I'm Illinois Stormwatch forecaster JD Rapp with you, and the USA forecaster JD Rapp with you in the Breaking Weather Center. We're coming on because we got some intense thunderstorms all the way up there towards Chicago area again. The National Weather Service has issued several severe thunderstorm warnings, and we got some over here in parts of Ohio. So first of all, I'm going to adjust these here and talk about these first. So these are a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for north central Palm County and eastern. Let's see, severe thunderstorm remains effective until 9:30 western Baru counties. At 8:41, a severe thunderstorm is located, extended from near Rock Falls to Caston, moving east at 50 miles an hour. Hazards. Strong winds will continue behind the storm with expect a period of 60 miles of wind. So we could see some damage and straight line winds even after this storm passes. So definitely you could lose some power. So charge up your devices if you live in Chicago. Hazardous. This is not good, folks. I'm getting very concerned up here. 75 miles a gust. So we could get some damage and straight line winds over 75 miles an hour up here. That is going to knock trees. That is going to knock trees onto the power lines. So definitely you want to be into a shelter. You don't have to go to your tornado shelter at the same safety rules as you would do as a tornado. Just get away from the windows in case that tree would fall through there. And it's amazing that we're doing severe weather this early, but this happens in the summer. So let me be right back. I got to go get me something to drink. Alright, I'm back. Anyway, we got the severe thunderstorm warning hazard 75 miles a gust and quarter size hail. So, yeah, if you live in any of these communities, Rock Falls, Princeton up here, Spring Valley, Dage Pay, Pew area, let's see here. Grayville up here. This is up here in the parts of the Chicago area. Walnut, Sheffield. Let's see here. Tesla. Some of these towns I can't really pronounce. Dayswell, Bravo, Justice. And we got. So yeah, if you're in any of this severe thunderstorm warning, get away from the windows. Prepare for some to take cover. This is a line of the intense thunderstorms that could produce winds over 70 miles an hour, over 75. And we're probably going to stay with you just for a little bit on this intense complex. I'll switch back here. We already have reports of a 3-inch tree broken down and on power lines. Goodness gracious. So yeah, we're starting to get some some trees are down. So this is just tells you we could be getting some stuff really I'm gonna really have to talk about here. If you're just joining us this morning, about almost 9 o'clock, we're doing severe weather coverage this early, and I just got a note from the Storm Prediction Center. There is a new severe thunderstorm watch is in effect at 1 o'clock. I'm not surprised with this tense line of thunderstorms. I gotta take care of some stuff later on. Isaac will be in probably later. Well, I'm into this meeting so later. So yeah, you definitely want to take cover if you're in the path of these storms. I'm just now got a new severe thunderstorm watch came out from Ian. He's saying, yeah, I was just looking at radar and look at this. Gosh. This radar is measuring 101 miles per wind. If that's reaching the surface, that is going to turn things up. That's why we're concerned of some damage in straight line winds. And that is a lot of wind in this in the battery. How much energy we have. I'm going to see if Ian's even on today. So we can get him on here. I apologize, the screen went black on us. Let me... Seeing those winds going to 75, that is some pretty damage in straight line winds. And this is only 9 o'clock. I mean, rarely we don't see this, but you know, this is summertime, and we have so much heat energy. So, I sent something out to Ian here, see if he could come on with me for a minute, and just a second. Alright, I'm back. Isaac's gonna be with us eventually. Yeah, this whole line of thunderstorms is really coming to concern folks. At 8:50, a severe thunderstorm located, expected near Henry, moving east at 60 miles an hour. Area winds will be continue with winds over 60 miles an hour after this comes through, but 75 miles of gust is going enough to tear things up. So we'll switch velocity, and you can see very intense line of thunderstorms are continuing. And yeah, we'll go to that in just a second. I was just going to show you the new severe thunderstorm watch that just came across my phone, and we'll go through 1 p.m. I do think there'll be more. This is the 10th line of thunderstorms that just popped up this morning, and Ian just said this is a particularly dangerous situation of winds. I just got a notification from the Storm Prediction Center here, and I'm going to show it to you. Alright, just give me a second. I got everything pulled up we need. Alright, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that goes through 1 o'clock today. That includes north central Illinois and that parts of Indiana. This runs through 1 o'clock this afternoon. Main risk is going to be winds over 75 miles per hour. But there's been some higher gusts with this too, so definitely be ready to take action with 2-inch hail. And a tornado too is not completely ruled out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to switch back to our... So we had, let's see, switch back to the radar, animate this, and you see this tense line of thunderstorms continuing, trying to get us back where we need to be at. So stop the screen and just get us back where we need to be at, and you can see what we got. So if you just joined us from this morning, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in process, and mainly just getting reports of a 3-inch tree limb has been broken and power lines. So that's one thing that we do, and a bunch of non-thunderstorm wind gusts. I'm getting more reports of trees down, and we're just starting to get a lot of reports of that. Large tree limbs, 12-inch tree limbs, due to the strong winds. 3.5 inches of tree limbs. Just photos are coming in online. I need to take a look and see, and we're starting to see power lines snapped. Just stuff like that. But we're going to have to watch. A couple other sales are coming in with some flooding, and these could just be some severe thunderstorm warnings. But this line is what got me on. It's because this one is showing signs of some very strong winds. This will expire at 8:52. A severe thunderstorm is located near Saline. This is up here in your decab. Moving east at 65 miles an hour. Folks, this is booking at 65 miles an hour. This will be on top of you pretty quick. Hazardous, 70 miles of wind gusts, quarter size hail with stronger winds are moving into the metro up here, Detroit, Grub, and the Trompa area. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. Main risk is going to be winds over 70 miles an hour. So that still could cause some significant damage. That could leave trees and power lines could go down again. And that's why we're continuing to watch that. And I'm going to adjust this while we're on too. Just not for the Chicago area. We have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings up here, but this one, it's just for 60 miles of wind. That'll expire. So if you live in Chicago, if you feel threatened, just move to the lows, just get away from windows. That's the best thing I want you to do today until this line passes. So, alright, we'll pop off markers because we'll need to check here just in case we got winds. Alright, 50, 60, maybe even close to 70. That is not good. When you see winds just like that, that is going to enough. Now it's moving at east at 50 miles an hour. So I'm just getting some more intense. Just joining this, I just got a message here. A high wind warning continues through 10 a.m. So the National Weather Service just issued high wind warnings. So I'm not surprised when you've seen these storms with non-thunderstorm wind gusts. I mean, that will move. Let me see what we got in our comment row here. Just a sec. Alright, that goes through 90. At 901, a severe thunderstorm is located. Let's see. Along a line extending from 7 miles south of Aberboy to Burren, moving at 50 miles an hour. So these could produce 60 miles of wind. Joint, be ready. In this case, this comes towards you. This line of storms is really capable of producing winds over 70 miles per hour. So we've been on with you for a little while this morning. I'm going to check here while we're waiting on Isaac to come with us. And he should be on eventually. Storm community. StreamYard. Just a second, just waiting on watching the wave of storms coming in. Just all right, let me try. All right, we're just getting reports of coming in from some of our storm community people. I don't expect 95 miles of gust with this one. Don on here said on storm community, no power from this, so I mean I can expect that too. And I'm gonna get on Facebook here and see if, and like I said, Illinois weather saying perhaps power outages. We could see 70 to 80 miles of wind. I mean, I won't doubt it because these storms are pretty strong. I'm trying to check here. Just give me a second. Make sure we don't have any photos since I'm by myself waiting on Isaac to come on. And so far we don't have any. But that doesn't mean a little bit we'll have photos that came in. So, just checking storm community. Just got a report over here in Ohio of numerous trees down with that. So, let's analyze this again. And you can see no new warnings that run through 9th. New severe thunderstorm warning for Kendall County in north central Illinois. Let's see here. North central Greeley County in central Illinois. Kane County in north central Illinois. And this runs through 9:45. At 9:05, a severe thunderstorm is located near Elkinville or 8 miles west of Shawnee, moving east at 65 miles an hour. Hazard 70 miles of wind gusts will move into the Kendall County area. So definitely we're getting some more wind damage with this. If you live in Joint area, Elta area over here, and parts of up here in Illinois area, parts of Chenton area, Sandwich area, Quentin City, Morgan, North Avenue area up here, Sugar Grub, Hill, Diamond, and Big Rock. So this includes I-80 between miles mark 104 and 122, I-88 between miles mark 180 and 122. So this is a line, a destructive thunderstorms we've been tracking since this morning. And we'll pull up our velocity. Place here. Very strong, intense winds with this line. So that's what that's new severe thunderstorm warning that goes through about, looks like 9:45. So that's a little longer. But then if it holds together, I'll check velocity right back off. Well, it'll be in parts of Plattman area. If you live in Plattfield, be ready. This line of thunderstorms is coming your way with some damage and straight line winds with that. See, with no hail, hardly any. Maybe just a little, but this is all wind driven. This is why that severe thunderstorm watch is going to be issued, is because we have storms are just going to get going. This area is what's triggering it. We already had damage with photos are coming in from trees, and that's why we're continuing to watch that with this complex. So right now it's about almost 9:14. We started coming on air just about 20 minutes ago for some strong winds, and that's why we're continuing to be and this up here towards Saline area. This storm up here, I just got some measures from my shop here saying lots of low-level winds have been increasing the velocity. This could be isolated gusts up to 80 to 100, so that is still a possibility. So, yeah, this is some big time winds today. There's nothing to fool around with. This is some very powerful damage and straight line winds would be the biggest threat with this. I mean, a tornado is not going to be rode out. And that's why we definitely want to have to. So just a second here, folks. So this is just the early threat of these storms today. So we'll back out, analyze this again, and you can see 9:45 that expire, and this whole line is capable of producing winds over 70 miles an hour. And winds will continue over for the next 2 hours with this, so we'll continue to pop in and check velocities. And yeah, there's some very strong winds with this. And like I said, there's just not any hail. It's not a hail-driven threat. I mean, I can't rule out maybe some small hail, but this looks like some powerful winds. If you looked at it from the surface, it's very strong. So you definitely want to be taking cover. This complex is moving out, but the wind is going to continue. So right now, you just joined us from. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning that continues with this. Looking online, see if we have any reports of trees coming in yet. And make sure everything's okay on that. Just looking through here. So this morning has been pretty rough on these storms. Right now it's about almost 9:18 this morning, and we still got 70 miles of wind. Alright, you're still going through that area. Let's see. And all this is going to hit Chicago. Chicago, if this holds together, you guys want to get some later on. This is going to hold together. Far away from the radar, it's going to come near towards you. A couple other cells could form to the north. This is just probably going to be a little bit of the hail threat. Let me check for wind shear. Very little. This doesn't really have... but this still showing me it's caused by the mid levels of the winds. These are very strong thunderstorms. Are going to knock trees down. But we already had that already. So these severe thunderstorm warnings go to about 9:30 for Saline County down here. So that's one storm. And I'm going to check the other one right now where we're on that. And that runs to about 9:32. So that's where the winds are going to continue. So right now we're continuing to attract these storms coming in. Just checking storm community in my chat here. And checking that. There's not really any, Mike, there's not really any hail with these. But, I mean, it's just not a lot of, this is all wind driven. So, that's the thing with this. So, can't roll out small hail sometimes, but this doesn't look like that. The type of event was going to drop several inches of hail. This is just a bunch of wind. And this goes through... Alright, now we just got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. So that is some good news with that. Very strong to damage and straight line winds with this. So right now we've only got 2 advisories coming across our screen. But what we're going to do is keep an eye on things, keep an eye on developments. If anybody has any reports, just pass them along to us. I mean, right now we want to sign off and take a breather. But if we get some more advisories coming in that is going to cause a significant threat to life and property, we'll be right back with you.